America's Pop Culture Trivia Show.
Check it out.
America's Pop Culture Trivia Show. With Joe Parisi.
You have found episode 225 of America's Pop Culture Trivia Show. Welcome into the program. I'm Joe Parisi. I have prepared 3 fast-paced rounds of pop culture trivia. Gonna unlock all sorts of fun nostalgia over the next 20 minutes or so. If you're new here, glad you found us. What we do is separate it into 3 rounds, 7 questions per round, with just 5 seconds between questions for you to think of the answer. At the end of the round, I give you the answers. Round 1 will be music, round 2 will be mixed trivia, and round 3 will be television. Good luck! Now let's play.
Round 1.
Round 1, question 1. Accidentally in Love from Counting Crows was featured in a 2004 DreamWorks film, and it landed an Academy Award nomination for Best Original Song. What film was it featured in? Question 2. Baby, You a Song, You Make Me Want to Roll My Windows Down, and Cruise. What group gave us the 2012 country hit, Cruise? Question 3. What band gave us the 1974 hit, Come and Get Your Love? Question 4. The 2004 song On the Way Down was his debut single and biggest hit. Name the artist. Question 5. Well, this is not for real, Afraid to Feel. I just hit the floor, don't ask for more. I'm wasting my time. I'm wasting my time. What rock band scored a hit with their 2001 debut single, Wasting My Time? Name the band. Question 6. This rock band released their second studio album on June 17, 1997. It was called Dude Ranch, and the breakout song on the album was called Damn It. Name the band. And question number 7. I know I got a bad reputation, and it isn't just talk, talk, talk. What artist gave us the somewhat forgotten 1994 hit, Bad Reputation? That's going to wrap up round number 1. Let's see how you're doing so far. Here come your first 7 answers. Question number 1, Accidentally in Love from Counting Crows was featured in the 2004 DreamWorks film, and it landed an Academy Award nomination for Best Original Song. What film was that song featured in? Shrek 2. Question 2. Baby, You a Song, You Make Me Want to Roll My Windows Down, and Cruise. What group gave us the 2012 country hit, Cruise? Florida Georgia Line. Question 3. What band gave us the 1974 hit, Come and Get Your Love? Redbone. One word, Redbone. Question number 4. The 2004 song On the Way Down was his debut single and his biggest hit. Name the artist. Ryan Cabrera. Goo Goo Dolls frontman John Resnick was credited as one of the producers on that song. Question 5. Well, this is not for real, Afraid to Feel. I just hit the floor. Don't ask for more. I'm wasting my time. I'm wasting my time. What rock band scored a hit with their 2001 debut single, Wasting My Time? The answer is a band called Default. If that's not ringing a bell, trust me, you have heard the song 1,000 times on the radio. And that song, by default, was actually produced in part by Nickelback's Chad Kroeger. Question number 6. This rock band released their second studio album, June 17th, 1997. It was called Dude Ranch, and the breakout song on that album was called Damn It. Name the band. Blink 182. Question number 7. I know I got a bad reputation, and it isn't just talk, talk, talk. What artist gave us the somewhat forgotten 1994 hit, Bad Reputation? The answer is Freedy Johnston. Freedy, F-R-E-E-D-Y, Johnston, Johnston. Bad Reputation, another song. It might not ring a bell, but you've heard it a million times on the radio, but probably not recently. It is a lovely, lovely song.
Round 2.
Round number 2 is a mixed round. We're going to bounce all over the place. Question number 1. The sitcom Rock ran from 1991 to 1994. What is the name of the actor who starred in this show as garbage man Rock Emerson? Question 2. What pop culture holiday is celebrated every April 8th by fans of the 1995 film Empire Records? Question 3. For the past 30 plus years, if you bought the frozen food called pizza rolls, it came from what brand? Question 4. All of these films were in theaters during the same summer. What glorious year was it? The films: Dick Tracy, Gremlins 2, The New Batch, Total Recall, Ghost, Back to the Future 3, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, RoboCop 2, and Days of Thunder. What year? Question 5. Name the 1984 baseball film where the main character, right before the biggest scene in the film, is handed a custom-made baseball bat that has the words Savoy Special burned into it. Name the film. Question 6. Who is the director of the 1968 film 2001: A Space Odyssey? And question number 7. What fast food chain ran a sweepstakes-type promotion in 1989 called Blast Back with Mac, where customers could win things like a trip to Disney World or an RCA camcorder? That is going to do it for round number 2. Let's check those answers. Question 1. I used to watch this show all the time. My dad was also a big fan. The sitcom Rock ran from 1991 to 1994. Name the actor who starred in this show as garbage man Rock Emerson. Charles Dutton. D-U-T-T-O-N. Charles Dutton, if you don't know him from Rock, he is in the movie Rudy. And he's the guy that kind of becomes like Rudy's mentor / boss. Shaved head guy, you would know him if you saw him. That's Charles Dutton. Question 2, what pop culture holiday is celebrated every April 8th by fans of the 1995 film Empire Records? Rex Manning Day. So April 8th is actually never mentioned in the film, but it is seen on a flyer that is seen in the film promoting the Rex Manning appearance. The reason, it's said that the writers picked April 8th specifically, kind of a weird, dark reason. April 8th was the day Kurt Cobain was found dead. Kind of weird, right? Even weirder, darker history. They determined that he actually died 3 days before he was found. So April 5th. I don't know. I'm going off track here, but that's apparently why they chose April 8th to be the Rex Manning Day in that movie. Weird. Question 3. For the past 30 plus years, if you bought the frozen food called pizza rolls, it came from what brand? Totino's. So they were first created in the mid-'60s and sold by a company called Geno, J-E-N-O. In 1985, they were sold to Pillsbury, which owned Totino's. And in 1993, they were rebranded to Totino's Pizza Rolls. So it's been Totino's Pizza Rolls since 1993. General Mills now owns it all because they acquired Pillsbury in 2001. There was nothing quite like those frozen Totino's pizzas that were around in the early 2000s. Throughout my college years, early 20s, I'm not kidding, I probably ate 300 of them. They were like $3. Dirt cheap, delicious. Question 4. All of these films were in theaters during the same summer. The question is, what glorious summer was it? What year? Dick Tracy, Gremlins 2, The New Batch, Total Recall, Ghost, Back to the Future 3, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, RoboCop 2, and Days of Thunder. The year? 1990. Question 5. Name the 1984 baseball film where the main character, right before the biggest scene in the film, was handed a custom-made baseball bat that had the words Savoy Special burned onto it. The Natural. One of my favorite movies of all time. Question 6. Who's the director of the 1968 film 2001, A Space Odyssey? Stanley Kubrick. Question 7. What fast food chain ran a sweepstakes-type promotion in 1989 called Blast Back with Mac, where customers could win things like a trip to Disney World or an RCA camcorder? It's weird to think about that now. The answer? McDonald's. It was kind of given away in the name there. What they were referring to with that Blast Back with Mac was actually the Mac Tonight character, which is one of my favorite eras of McDonald's nostalgia. The Mac Tonight character. I just loved it. So in this particular promotion, it was kind of a 50s sock hop theme thing they had going. And it was like, we're blasting back to the past with these rolled back prices. And it was one of these peel-off stamp things that would be on the side of like a large drink cup or maybe like a big thing of fries. And the prizes were basically coupons. Fries for only 25 cents or cheeseburgers for 25 cents or a Big Mac for 59 cents. So they were blasting back to, the pricing of the 1950s. I would love to know how many people actually won an RCA camcorder in that sweepstakes.
Round 3.
Today's third and final round is a television round. And before I throw that first question on you, I have to ask a favor. Please leave this podcast a rating and review wherever it is that you are listening to this podcast. Thank you all very much to everybody who has done that already. Tons of 5-star reviews and very kind comments. Greatly appreciated. It helps other people find the show. Round 3 is all about television. Question number 1. You tell me what year this was. The following shows debuted: Clarissa Explains It All, The Adventures of Pete and Pete, Darkwing Duck, Salute Your Shorts, and Dinosaurs. Also, In this same year, the following shows ended: Hunter, 21 Jump Street, Twin Peaks, Head of the Class. What year was this? Question 2. She is the younger sister of one of the biggest pop stars of all time. This actress starred as Zoe in the Nickelodeon series Zoe 101. Name the actress. Question 3. Name the actress who played Sophia on The Golden Girls. Question 4. Kind of a deep dive here. A sitcom that aired for one season in 1995. It starred Robert Pastorelli as the owner and manager of a bicycle messenger service in New York City. Other series regulars included David Arquette, Adam Goldberg, and D.L. Hughley. Name the show. Question 5. Anne Bancroft played Mary Magdalene, and James Earl Jones played Balthazar. In what 1977 epic TV miniseries? Question 6. Long before podcasting, Joe Rogan was in the cast of a 90s sitcom about an AM talk radio station in New York. Name the show. And question number 7. Starting around 1991, if you called the phone number 1-900-909-9900, you were calling what hotline? 1-900-909-9900. What hotline was it? That is going to do it for round number 3. Let's check your final answers. Question number 1. You tell me what year this was. The following shows debuted: Clarissa Explains It All, The Adventures of Pete and Pete, Darkwing Duck, Salute Your Shorts, and Dinosaurs. Meanwhile, the following shows came to an end: Hunter, 21 Jump Street, Twin Peaks, Head of the Class. What year was it? 1991. Question 2. She's the younger sister of one of the biggest pop stars of all time. This actress starred as Zoe in the Nickelodeon series Zoe 101. Name the actress. Jamie Lynn Spears. Question 3. Name the actress who played Sophia on The Golden Girls. Estelle Getty. Question 4. A sitcom that aired for one season in 1995 starred Robert Pastorelli as the owner and manager of a bicycle messenger service in New York City. Other series regulars included David Arquette, Adam Goldberg, and D.L. Hughley. Name the show. Double Rush. Question 5. Anne Bancroft played Mary Magdalene, and James Earl Jones played Balthazar. In what 1977 epic TV miniseries? Jesus of Nazareth. That debuted here in the U.S. in April 1977. It was split into 2 parts here in the States over 2 different nights. Around 90 million people tuned into it. So roughly 50% of all televisions in use in the United States on these 2 nights were watching Jesus of Nazareth. NBC was pretty smart about the timing of it. They broadcast the first part of it the evening of Palm Sunday, the second part the next weekend, the evening of Easter Sunday. 90 million people tuned into that. Question number 6. Long before podcasting, Joe Rogan was in the cast of a 90s sitcom about an AM talk radio station in New York. What was the name of that show? News Radio. Great cast. Phil Hartman, Dave Foley from Kids in the Hall, Stephen Root, who's Milton in Office Space, John Lovitz. Question 7. Starting around 1991, if you called the phone number 1-900-909-9900, you were calling what hotline? The WCW hotline. This was where in the early 90s you could get wrestling inside information. The hotline was hosted by Mean Gene Okerlund. I have no idea how much they charged people to call. I never called, but trust me, I wanted to. My parents would have just not been okay with me calling a pay-per-view phone line to get information about professional wrestling. 1-900-909-9900. I will never forget that phone number. My name is Joe Parisi. I hope you have enjoyed the show. You can follow along with me online at Joe Parisi VO on Instagram. I'm also on Facebook. Just search for Joe Parisi and you'll find me on there. I host another pop culture podcast if you're into this stuff. It's called The Odd Podcast with Joe Parisi. Very easy to find. Each episode is a deep dive on one pop culture topic in particular. Lots of 80s, 90s movies, songs, TV shows are the topics of these episodes. If you like the kind of questions I ask here, you're going to find plenty of episodes over there that you will enjoy as well. My most recent episode, as I'm sitting here today, it's all about Ed Wood, the cult film director who did Plan 9 from Outer Space, Bride of the Monster, Glenn or Glenda. He was prolific in the B-movie world back in the late 1950s. And his version of Hollywood that he operated in was kind of this Hollywood fringe. And that's what the whole episode is about. It's kind of about, you know, the Hollywood underbelly that these low-budget producers were operating in from the 50s through the 70s. Fascinating stuff. My guest is a guy who is the heir to the Ed Wood estate. He became friends with Ed's wife after Ed had passed away, and she actually left him all sorts of Ed's personal effects and, you know, shared all sorts of information with him in the years that they were neighbors and friends. Really fun episode. So check out The Odd Podcast with Joe Parisi if you want some fun pop culture deep dives. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Let's do it again soon. Take care.
America's Pop Culture Trivia Show with Joe Parisi.